And I'm telling you guys, that cannot be replaced. It cannot be synthesized. It does not matter how friggin' good this AI gets. It's never going to have a soul because it ignites their soul. It connects with their soul. Their soul can detect the soul and the human fingerprint, imprint, that soul imprint of another in that piece of art, whatever it is. Hi everyone. I just wanted to chat a little bit today about AI art and how I think it's affecting our world in a way that maybe some people would disagree with, but it's something, you know, not just AI, by the way. I'm not just talking about AI art, but the technology of today and the way that everything seems to be, you know, going like faster than a steam train in one direction. And a lot of people were kind of using language like, oh, you know, it's going to kill off all creativity, it's going to kill off all humanity, it's going to kill off, you know, it's going to take everything over. You know, basically everyone's going to be able to create art and music like this, which, yeah, is true. And so therefore it's going to devalue art and there's going to be no value left in it. This is only my humble opinion. However, intuitively, what I see happening is the opposite of that. I think that this is actually what we're living through right now is the initiation of a new renaissance of sorts. And I've heard a few people mention this, and I'm so glad because I align exactly with this school of thought. At first I was quite nervous about it. I was really kind of like, I'm also a graphic designer, so you can immediately see the ripple effects on artists and graphic designers and the work and our work being ripped off immediately. So I was immediately, you know, part of the first wave of people to get affected instantly. So AI, the wave of AI and all this tech being shoved down our throats wasn't a pleasant initiation for me. A lot of people kind of embraced it as like, oh cool, you can get stuff done first a little bit faster for your business and your workplace. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as people stealing my stuff that I'd worked an entire lifetime and put my heart and soul into without my consent. So of course I didn't have, and also my job opportunities as a graphic designer working in digital design getting reduced by 60% in like 12 months. So, you know, needless to say, I wasn't excited about that. However, I've had time to let this marinate, and yes, I was nervous for a while, and yes, I felt really kind of like contracted about it for a while. And I'm just going with my gut feeling now because hell, that's just how I live these days. But my intuition tells me that the very opposite is going to happen. That if anything, we're going to see a huge surge toward humanity and everything that is a reflection or a fingerprint or a representation of humanity and human creativity. Yes, I know that you can duplicate, you can replicate writing, music, visual art with AI, but it doesn't matter. I mean, like it's like saying that selling a poster of a painting is the same as having the original painting in your house, or selling a recording, or giving somebody a recording of an audio track is the same as them going and seeing the concert live. And everybody knows that that's not true. Everybody knows that there is that element, there's an energetic stamp and imprint in everything that is created by the human hand and the human heart and human soul. It doesn't matter what it looks or sounds like. That cannot be duplicated. It cannot be replaced. It cannot. It just cannot. And there will be a huge lean. I know already there's a lot of separation happening around this because people are very quickly dividing into two schools of thought on all of this, and a lot of people are already pulling the other way. And as far as art collectors go and people who love art, and I don't just mean visual art, I mean also, sorry, I shouldn't have scratched my eye now, I've got a sore eye. Not just visual art, but also, you know, music, writing, poetry, like everything. Filmmaking, everything like that. I'm sorry, the majority of those people are never, I mean, they are in it. They're interested in this. They're collectors of, or fans of, or consumers of these art forms because it ignites their soul. It connects with their soul. Their soul can detect the soul and the human fingerprint, imprint, that soul imprint of another in that piece of art, whatever it is. And I'm telling you guys, that cannot be replaced. It cannot be synthesized. It does not matter how friggin' good this AI gets. It's never going to have a soul. And energetically, we can pick that up. Tell me you can't. Anyone who has any idea about anything, you can see something and immediately, even if the AI is done really well, okay, it could be, I don't know, it could be a video, it could be a song, it could be whatever. I don't know about you guys, I know immediately, even if it's done really well, even if the rendering is perfect, even if the sound quality is perfect, immediately your soul knows something's missing from that. It feels vacant, it feels empty, it feels deprived of soul, it feels it feels hollow. It's like seeing a perfect hologram, you know, and standing right in front of you. It can look and feel and sound like the real thing, but your soul knows that's not real. Your soul could identify a clone from a human. Your soul knows. We're soul creatures. We're energetic beings. We need to stop underestimating our ability to know the resonance of another soul, the imprint of another human soul. It cannot be recreated. Prove me wrong. If you if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear your arguments in the comments, or even if you agree with this, I'd love to hear what everyone has to think about it in the comments. I'd love to start a bit of a discourse around it. But yeah, so I don't know. Yes, it's going to be bumpy. Yes, it's already affected my work, and it's going to affect the work of people, a lot of people, and it already is. But I do think that this is the beginning, and I actually talked about this with a few people in the last couple of years. Even before all of this happened, I predicted, and I'm seeing it play out, this kind of split. And I called it like the digital versus analog split, where which is just a broader term, just to basically say people who are going to go jump on the technological bandwagon full force. I'm not saying like everybody uses technology now, I get it, but you know, people who are going to go full force that way, and people who are going to go full force the other way and go, you know what, I'm going to unplug. You know what, I'm going to go off social media. I'm going to run my business face to face. I'm going to, you know, keep those things as the tools that they are. I'm going to keep using email and the internet and social media, but I'm going to use them as tools. I'm not going to center my whole life and identity on these things anymore, because people are starting to see through it, and some people are going to go the other way, and they're going to go like 1,000 miles in the other direction, and that's cool. That's their prerogative, and no judgment. I know which team I'm on. I'm like team analog. I'm like ready for the t-shirt already. but yeah, that's cool. But the thing is there's never going to be a shortage of people who are going to want that. And I honestly think when it comes to art, when it comes to fine art, and I'm going to talk about that just because I'm an artist quickly, I think it's going to create this huge surge. I think it's going to create a surge in the value of the handmade, of the face-to-face, of the textile face-to-face interaction of a live art event, of seeing people paint, of live exhibitions, face-to-face events, things like that. People are going to be like, yeah, let's do less of the online thing and more of the face-to-face connection, community, talking about art, which is exactly why I did my solo exhibition at the end of last year. I did it in a little bit of a rush, a little bit last minute, but it was just that, because it was, my soul was just telling me, you need to connect around this. Don't worry about getting it all online and having plenty of time to do the advertising. I know that sounds like a terrible financial decision, but I was listening to my soul. My soul was like, the connection and people connecting on a soul level with this art and talking to you face to face and connecting in that room is more important, is the most important thing right now. It is what the world needs you to do for it right now. And that may sound like a grand thing, but I'm telling you, my soul has never spoken so clearly as it did about this show. And I still don't think I fully know exactly why it was so important at the time, but I know that it was. Those paintings wanted to come out of me, and those paintings wanted to be hung on the wall, and they wanted to be shown face to face, locally, in a local gallery, and create connection. And I cannot tell you the conversations that were had, not just on the opening night, the entire week that I was there, the conversations I've never had so many meaningful conversations in such a small amount of time, and I'm not kidding you. That's not an exaggeration. I have never had such profound, moving discourse in so many moving conversations, profound conversations. I mean, like goosebumps, like me and the other person involved, we were goosebumping. I mean, the whole time. Hugging complete strangers, bonding with complete strangers, hearing me sharing the most vulnerable aspects of my life and them sharing with me, with complete strangers. Like, we were surprising ourselves, and it wasn't just warm and fuzzy. It was like we were talking about the secrets of the universe, and people were thanking me and I was thanking them, and we were saying, people don't talk about this enough. Like, this is where it's at. My soul feels like lit up. Yeah, so I'm going a little off track of AI, but I think this is where the tech revolution is going to push. It's going to push in the other direction. We're going to get more of that, guys. We're going to get more of that. We're going to get more appreciation for that. And yeah, it's going to be a little rocky in the beginning. And yeah, we're going to lose probably some income and have our stuff ripped off. And I am not, I'm not here to say that that's cool. It's not. But it is going to create a renaissance, a revolution as such, and I firmly believe that, and I'm here for it. So I'll stop rambling on now about my opinion, because it's only my opinion, but that's what my intuition tells me. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. Please like and subscribe if you're new here. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, feel free to argue with me in the comments as well. I'm down for that too. But yeah, what do you think is going to happen to art? What do you think is going to happen to human creativity? Do you think it's all done for? Or yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next one.